All right, guys, what's going on? What's going on? Let's get started. Hope everyone's doing well. Honestly, pretty solid day. Pretty solid night too. I have quite a bit in Mara. Feeling pretty good on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's operating very, very strong right now. I was playing around with some other indicators. I was seeing something, but go back to the OBV. I was trying to find the old VWAP I had. I honestly, I can't find it. It's a little frustrating. I'm using this other one right now. I don't like it. See, it's like a Bollinger Band with the VWAP. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Anyways, Bitcoin's looking really good. So if you got any Mara plays, congrats. Over the weekend, of course it's not done. So I have another day and a half, pretty much going into Monday. So you want this to hold up, but overall looking pretty good. XRP, not a huge fan of XRP. You know, personally I'm not, but I can't deny that they're doing good. You know what I mean? I can't say they're not doing good. They're killing it right now. So definitely had to eat my words there. But I think all crypto is killing. Personally, not a huge XRP fan. Just me, you know. It's a Digibyte. What's the one that Humble is working with? Humble. Who are they working with? This is the crypto that I was interested in. Block. One sec, guys. It was a good week, Tyler. And to top it off, I got blocked by Josh James. Is that the guy that just posts stuff on, what's it called all day? He just posts like random FUD or FOMO crap, I think. I can't think of the crypto name. I thought it was DGB. USD. Yeah. Here we go. This is it. No, this isn't it. Dang it. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. I thought it was DGB USD. Is this it? Yeah. I think it's Digibyte. No, it's not. It was worth more. I don't know. Maybe it's Digibyte. I honestly, I couldn't tell you right now. I don't follow cryptos too much, but I know Bitcoin's killing, and that's why, you know, I bet on Bitcoin over the weekend. So I bet on it. So I think Bitcoin's going to continue going. I think we get all-time highs ending this week. Thesis behind this, stock market's killing it. Bitcoin had a really sideways week, to be honest. We kind of just had the consolidation and a little bit of a flag going down. It's breaking back up. OBV, everything looks strong. OBV is kind of the part that looks the most incredible if you really look at it, right? And you can just see the trend formed and like how we're now breaking it. Like we have this could have like a monster wave effect going into the rest of the week. I do want to talk a lot about Root today. I'm going to cover some stuff there. So I want to wait a little bit before I start covering that. I went over it with the Discord yesterday, but there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. Lots of good stuff going on there. If you guys have any stocks you want me to look at, I don't mind. Post it down below. I'll try to check it out. I should be able to. I don't see no reason why I won't, but yeah. BCT is about to rip. Yep, BCTX. I told you guys. I told you. I tried to give everyone a heads up. I didn't make a video. It was something that I kind of just privately shared and talked about with the Discord. But I mean, I did tell everyone in the stream and stuff that BCTX was going to be a monster play. It's always a good sign when Tyler doesn't play therapeutics, and then all of a sudden he starts playing them, right? Bitcoin is awesome. That's an XLEB. I don't know what that even is. What is XLEB? Sell brands. It's getting beat up. I would not touch it right now. I'm not touching it. It's really beat up. ICBU. What are these? Give me a bunch of no-namers right now. It's really beat up. Wouldn't touch it right now. I'm not gonna touch it right now. Let's see. Oh, it's bonds. Is this bonds? Yeah. What is this? XLEBs and Amazon. I don't know about all that. Skills. Okay, so I continue to say long-term on skills. The only reason why I played it, okay, let's go back. Let's reverse back to a few weeks ago when I played it, right? So I bought it here at 23. like 90. We sold up here like at 25, 26 bucks. The only reason why I played it is because the announcement of the direct offering, we played that direct offering play and boom, we made money, got out of it, and it started dumping back down. Right now, I think it's really cheap. I think it's very affordable because if you look in the long-term time frame, I'll probably make a video on these guys. The chart looks really good, right? So you're holding this local bottom now. 100%. I know I look really like homeless today. The hair looks crazy. Probably zoom back out a little bit. You can see my whole head. But you have this range down here, right? This local bottom. You know, could we come down a little bit more? It's a possibility. Like looking, 100% a possibility. But the rebuttal to that is you're getting it at a really good price. And the time when I believe skills will do well with any new games is going to be near August, because that's when EA and Madden and the NFL release all their games is in August, near the beginning of football season. So that's worth noting, and that's what I'd be looking for there. I saw he made a video on skills. I don't know if Dead plays like any NFL games or anything. So that's just my educated guess of when they would start seeing a positive move, because that is the biggest news from skills, in my opinion, is that mobile gaming with Madden Mobile and stuff like that. So when they release that new ears, I'll look at ears in a sec. One sec. But yeah, so that's what I would look for. So I'm a little bit, oh, sorry. Oh. So yeah. I think it's a little bit early, but if you're going long term, I think it'll be fun. Oh, sorry, man. Itchy throat. PLTR looking really nice. Someone said Denison, yeah, uranium plays. So if you don't know, a good friend of mine, he's really heavy into, you know, triple quad use, so I call them quad use. They're killing it right now. Oh my God, what is going on? So they're killing it. I do think they're gonna make another breakout with the Biden, like, you know, infrastructure plan. This is a key, I believe, stock that's gonna have a big breakout coming up as well. So I would keep them on your radar ears. You don't have to pay though to give me a look at your stock, so you know. Okay, so when it comes to therapeutics, the only reason why I played BCTX was, one, I got a really good tip from a friend. Okay, 1. 2, I looked into them. I liked what they were doing. Okay, so like with therapeutics, you gotta you have to really like believe in what they're doing and what they're releasing, and the other people in that category releasing similar things. How probable is that their product gets a good announcement and stuff like that? You know what I mean? There's variables that go into it. That's why I'm so careful when it comes to therapeutics. They had good earnings. Wow, that's good earnings. So I don't know. I don't know what exactly they're releasing. I mean, I can take a really quick look, but I don't want to spend the majority of the video looking up stocks. The Ride business update, April 13th. So they might have some good news then on the 13th. I have no idea. I would assume they have some type of update on something they're working on. But yeah, that's the worrisome part there. So I can use Ortex for BCTX. I kind of like Ortex. It's okay. The utilization's the interesting part. The short interest didn't look good. That crazy. Yeah, the short interest didn't look. Oh wow. No, that's how many shares. Yeah, I'm pretty sure their short interest wasn't that crazy. It was their utilization. So they already have all their shares borrowed, like, but they also have a lot. Like the short interest didn't seem that high from what I was looking at. But the market cap's really low. So if you know anything about BCTX, that's one reason why I liked it too, is because there's such massive upside, right? And with that massive upside, because the market cap is so small, that was the really attractive part for me. And they were on a pretty good uptrend so far. So I was like, what's buying some shares? Who cares? One sec. I'm about to buy new computers. Yeah, it's short volume ratio, not that high. The borrow fee is crazy. Yeah, that's because the utilization's so high. See what I mean? So like as you come back, you see the utilization's at 100%. Right? What's the DTC? What's the days of cover there? Wait. The utilization just capped out right there. Days of cover. It's going up a little bit. We'll see. I mean, I think this weekend's gonna be pretty big news for it. Like, we'll see. Today's the day, actually, I believe. AMC plays with my emotions and plays with all of our emotions, baby. I appreciate you, Tyler. I appreciate you, Drew. AMC, my life savings. I can look at AMC if you want me. I don't mind looking at AMC. I can come back and forth. I need to clear all this up though. It kind of hurts my head to look at all these drawings, to be honest. Super simple chart though. Super simple. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to tell you. If you watch the video, I think I covered kind of everything there. I don't know what else I could really cover there. But yeah, so when it comes to that, I mean, there's nothing really else I can talk about. Like, we're sitting at the resistance, kind of below VWAP. The same close as last week. Super interesting. Being completely honest, I think there's a high possibility we could break down a little bit more. But the fact that we're getting these higher lows are good. That's a good note. You know what I mean? That's a good thing to take into account, is that we're getting higher lows continuously right now. That's the good part. That's the good news. Fubo, bro, any thoughts? You're betting on... I'll go into Fubo really quick. This new style has me hype. BCX amount of shares short. I mean, it's a decent bet, yeah. One sec. And slowly increasing. That was literally 4 million like 2 weeks ago. That's insane. Look at that volume increase. That's insane. Oof. This is where we got in, like right about here, this range. One sec. Trading for dollars. Trading for dollars is my new favorite weekly segment. Stock pimp talking to me like I'm a lady. Amount of shares short the past few days. BCX 707, good dude. 1.5 mil. What's the God Pill roast coming? I don't even do. I haven't even started. I need to probably do that. I've been trying to actually like get. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of DD lately actually, on good plays. Fubo looks good. So let's talk about Fubo. I feel like I talk about them a lot. There's a lot of dangers when it comes to this company because of some of the stuff regarding their financials. Okay, you got the double bottom. That's good. Okay, we're bottoming out there. That looks really good. Rogan did mention them in the chat. So there's two, I think there's like 3 admins in the chat. I'll probably remove one of them. He doesn't really do anything anymore. I don't know. But Rogan and Elon Tusk. So I talk to Rogan regularly. Elon, I talk to him pretty regular as well. I actually did a lot of the DD going on with Elon. He's a cool guy. With Fubo, Rogan likes them a lot. The problem here is if you look at their financials, they're not going to be profitable anytime soon. So any of the catalysts, you're looking at them to go up. Yeah, one, you're betting just on technicals. There's no... Fundamentally, they're terrible. And you're betting on the fact that they will get some type of sports book implemented into their system ASAP, right? Like, as quick as possible, which I don't know if that's going to happen. So that's going to be... that's your concern there when it comes to Fubo. Chart-wise, to get above 23.74, lots of room to go up. $29, $30 range, really quick in my opinion. Maybe 26 on the conservative side. Trading for dollars, my new favorite weekly segment. Trading for dollars. Jay Mills. Yeah. So wait, one second. This is my favorite part, to be honest. The cost to borrow. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, BCTX might go berserk. I don't know if I could I have gotten options on BCT? I wonder if I could have got options on them. Kind of kicking myself at it. Please check VIX calls. Why so many? What do you mean? What do you mean, why so many VIX? What are you talking about? NMDM, I need to make a video on them. A lot of questions going on there. There's a really big short report that came out on these guys. I don't know if you're familiar. They had a short report, but it doesn't seem to have too much merit based on some of the stuff that they said. So one, you have to be a subscriber to look at the short report, which is really sketchy. That's a really sketchy thing. But then again, let's say you're Hindenburg, right? Like, and a lot of people hate Hindenburg on the channel. I know you hate Hindenburg. So if you're watching Hindenburg or you're familiar with them, they post it for free, and it usually has a direct impact on that stock, like instantaneously. Same with Citadel, right? When they release it, it has an instantaneous effect. So some people are saying just because it's paid, like it's probably not valid. I think it might make it more valid because they might think it actually has a real content and purpose behind it. The worrisome part here, you got to be a long-term guy. You got to be a long-term investor here if you're coming in. And I think honestly we could come down to 655 and double bottom there, maybe even a little bit lower. I think $6 is going to be the bottom, to be honest, if we come down more. But they have so many direct offerings. They just have a lot of stuff that brings them down. You know what I mean? And they kind of have failed to surprise me anymore with, since I got in at 13 a while back. And they just kept announcing direct offering after direct offering, even with this market. The good news is the market looks so primed right now and it's doing so well. So you could potentially get a leg back up. I'm just saying be careful. I think the run of NMDM might be over to where we're not pushing this $20 range. Personally, it's my opinion. SOS, I hate the stock. I think it's definitely a fraudulent company. I think that they don't really have a product. I think it moved up because of Wall Street bets. It was actually probably a really good buy at 435. That was really nice. We drew this a long time ago. This ABC correction, right? We could have extended the B out. It doesn't really matter where we put it. I have not touched this. This is where it left. We have the double bottom there. Funny. That's funny. VIX calls because people aren't expecting volatility to come up. They are expecting, yes. So there was a large VIX call. I know I saw that. It was a pretty big, substantial amount. It was an option, yeah, come out. And basically VIX is just so when the VIX moves, I use UVXY, same thing basically. So looking at UVXY, it's reached pretty big lows. Okay, right. So let's use the 1 week chart. Hard to use because you have all this time, but this is because they split and all this other stuff, so we can't really go over that. I'm not going to go over that right now. Anyways, but we reached really big lows, pre-COVID levels, reaching really big lows. That's really important to notice right now. I think UVXY is probably really oversold. I think the market's getting inflated. I think this is ridiculous. But short term, I think we're going to break above these highs. So let's say when we start to see this massive break back down, when we really start to see if we do hit a bear market and we just start taking massive L's across the whole market like this, UVXY will skyrocket. Just so you know, because it's a volatility index. But people say, well, what happens if we get a pump to the upside? UVXY doesn't necessarily drop, but it doesn't necessarily pump either. Hope that makes sense. What does squeezing entail? How would that affect the price of a stock? It just means people have to cover their shares. So I think that's one good thing that Ortex does a good job at explaining. Man, I'm not familiar with this site at all yet. Let me go back. I'll use them. Oh my God. They should have no. I don't know where it is. I had it the other day. Yesterday. I don't know where it is. But basically it shows how many shares are up, being borrowed, and then what's the demand for them to cover those shares as well. What options are you looking for on Monday? I don't know yet. For what stock? I don't think I'm looking at anything right now. I like NIO. I like NIO a lot. If you want to see my opinion on NIO, Tesla, and Churchill Cap, I did a video on them yesterday. Someone got mad because I said Churchill Cap has a chance to go below 20. It's funny because I said it the first time and everyone's like, no, it can't go below 20. And look where it went. I mean, the chart on here looks terrible. This is pitiful. This is a pitiful chart. This is terrible. I see no buying indication right now, if we're being honest. Like, look what's happening. I mean, we got a touch of the monthly open, and boom, we just plummeted. No, we didn't take a step back. We didn't get a bounce. We just straight back to the ground. High possibility. I think it comes down to this 18, 17 range. Great. Do you think Bitcoin holds above 60 over the weekend? I do. I think it has a chance. I think it holds over 60 this weekend. And then I think going into Monday it has a chance to even rip higher, to be honest, with the Nasdaq, because I believe the Nasdaq is going to push all-time highs. Personal opinion, right? Oh, wait. What the? Did it? No, it did not push an all-time high. No, right below. It almost got there. But it says like, wow, that's insane. Oh, no. I'm a dingus right there. All-time high is about that high. So, yeah. I want to sell cash secured puts on Funko. Do what you got to do. I like Funko long. I think Funko looks juicy, but this 22 zone is where I really like it. I was going to make a video on them on Friday. I like them here at 22. I like them a lot. They're the best NFT play that there is, hands down. You can't argue the fact that Funko Pop is the best NFT play that there is, because it's going to like increase their revenue by, I believe, 30% off the top, like almost instantaneously. That first quarter probably going to increase their revenue just immediately. They're going to have like no wait period, no downtime, just straight popping. A lot of these reopening plays like Five Below. So I want to talk a little bit about retail stores. I like Five Below a lot. This is, wow, this is incredible. Holy crap. Yeah. I think Five Below pushes all time. We're going to have a pretty good week, I feel like. If we open up strong on the Nasdaq and, Dow and stuff like that, SPX, I look for Five Below to break all-time highs, pushing probably towards 210. That would be a modest target. What is Dollar Tree at? I know I hate Dollar Tree, but makes money. Man, a good friend of mine, his dad was like one of the head regional supervisor at Dollar Tree. It's hilarious. Yeah, they look good too. All retail looks primed. Do you see how they came down and we just rounded off? So it's really good when you see this, just so you know. So if you're new and you use TradingView, and you don't really want to, so I see a lot of people you see people draw flags and trend lines, right? And they're they don't really like, okay, well, I'll use it here. Okay, you know what I mean? That'll be the flag. So if you want, what you could do, you can use a regression trend, which is sometimes what I do. So I bring it to the top, whatever that local high was, and then I'll bring it out to here, for instance, right? To wherever the bottom is. And so it'll draw that flag. Hey, let me pull this up. I don't know why I didn't grab it. I don't know why it's not grabbing it to the top. That's weird. I've never seen that happen. Wow. Well, that just shows it respects that more. Anyway, so it'll do the flag for you instantly and easier. It'll respect it for you. Now we're getting a break sideways out of it. But it's good you're seeing that rounding at that bottom, right? We didn't get that retest at the bottom here. We just rounded, held the weekly. Now we're pushing back up. So Dollar Tree and retails look really good going into the week. Just off the bat, you can look at those. Reopening plays in general. If you don't know, I was talking in the Discord about this. Carnival Cruise Lines looks really good as well. So if you don't know, Carnival Cruise Lines got a price target raise. Their earnings were okay. I mean, for what it is. We're going into summer, so Carnival Cruise Line's probably going to do very well. I might grab month-long calls on these. I'm debating right now. What is an NFT? Hard to explain. Digital art is the best way to describe it. But they're big market right now. I'm not a huge NFT fan, but you have to respect what the market's doing, and you have to respect that it's going to bring value to these stocks and increase the value. Coinbase is super shady with their customers. I don't care how shady they are. Coinbase, if you look at their revenue numbers, prepare to be amazed. Coinbase earnings. So this has a lot to do with... This has a lot to do with the price of Bitcoin, okay? So we see from quarter 1, 2020, the beginning of last year in January, 191 mil, 186, 315, 585. Quarter 1 of this year when Bitcoin hit 60K, $1.8 billion, people. $1.8 billion. Now, it's really important to understand how Coinbase and these exchanges bring in their money. This is like a really Very important factor to bring in. Okay, so when we look at Coinbase, okay, this is the most important factor for retails, especially in my opinion. So when you're looking at, like, let's say Bitcoin. So we need to go to like about the, we'll go to the daily chart. Okay, that looks beautiful. We're gonna pop. I mean, we could hit 70K, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so we'll say Q1. Where does it start? Let's get a vertical line. We'll say right here. We'll say this is where it starts. Okay. And then say that's where quarter number 4 started, right here. Okay, so let's talk. Okay, so the way Coinbase charges their customers, and typically people don't use Coinbase Pro, and they typically don't send cash to the account. So if you're buying crypto from Coinbase, the smartest way to do it is to send cash to your account, make a Coinbase Pro account, which do they still use Coinbase Pro? I'm pretty sure it's Coinbase Pro, yeah. So you make a Coinbase Pro, you link your Coinbase to your Coinbase Pro, send the money from your cash, it's still cash, because there's no deposit fee on cash. You send that to your Coinbase Pro, and then the fee is minuscule compared to Coinbase. That's just the easiest and cheapest way to do it. They'll miss these fees I'm about to talk about. So right here, the way Coinbase makes their money, let's say they charge a 1% fee. Okay, that's how they charge you. This is how Coinbase makes their money. So when you buy crypto, they charge you a 1% fee. That's on Coinbase. Okay, Coinbase Pro is like kind of their like sophisticated exchange, right? So let's say you have Robinhood, and then they have a backend site so Robinhood is like your really easy app to use, and they have Coinbase Pro, which is like your TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, right? But it's all one company. So let's say it's Robinhood Thinkorswim, and you can go to Robinhood Thinkorswim, and it's more broken down, easier to use, more professional, less for retails, more for like traders, stuff like that, right? But the fees on the back end is minuscule, okay? Because they know these are active traders. It makes sense to charge them on the front end like this. So what people don't realize is when you do that, if you just buy your crypto, if I go to the app and say, I want to buy 0.5 Bitcoin a day, they're going to charge you a 1% fee on that. And typically what they do is they take it out of Bitcoin. So if you buy the 1.5 Bitcoin, they'll take the 1% out of Bitcoin. So you can see as you're increasing, as the price of Bitcoin, this is a genius way to make money for them. So as the price of Bitcoin increases, right? Typically the demand, typically the excitement, typically the FOMO increases as well. So as the price increases, so does this fee and how much they're making. So the 1% goes from being, 1% of 14,000 of 1% to 30,000. And then we get into this year, into this, quarter in this area. And now look where we're at. We're at 60K. So the fee is just increasing. It's insane to really think about. And so as that happens, and then we got to look into the future of what's happening with crypto, and then the next market following behind it. The next market coming out is going to be the Coinbase card, which I'm telling you, everyone, I need to make a video on PaySafe as soon as possible. I'm being really lazy. I need to make it. Well, I'm not being lazy. I just have so much crap I have to talk about. Who knows the fees that they're going to charge on this Coinbase card? I have no idea how they're going to do it. No clue. But I can guarantee it's going to, increase their revenue. It's going to increase their revenue probably substantially because people are going to be buying more crypto than ever before. Second, they're going to have transaction fees on top of that. And then third, PaySafe. I'm telling you guys, if you don't know what PaySafe is, you're not invested in PaySafe, look into it. Not financial advice. Do your own DD. 10 years from now, you'll be looking at PaySafe. It's $13 today. 10 years from now, it'll be over $100. Easy. They're betting on the best. They're betting on potentially the most lucrative market that there will be in the next few years. Their shadiness could affect our longevity. Okay, so if we want to say their shadiness of companies will, affect the longevity of companies, take a look at Facebook, the sketchiest company maybe on the face of the planet. Okay, just saying, built off of some of the most corrupt morals potentially ever. This is the company. I'm just saying. It is what it is, But yeah. And I'm not saying I'm not an IPO guy. I'd have to really love the company and really believe it's, you know, undervalued. But I'm not going to be buying the IPO of Coinbase, just so you know, personally. I'm just saying, so you can't like judge a company by saying they're sketchy. Bad way to judge a company, in my opinion. Thoughts on Open Door? Open Door, I like Open Door. So a good way to look at Open Door, and this is what I do when I'm looking at stocks I want to trade, or, you know, swing, day trade, whatever I'm doing, right? I like to look at their competitors. I like to look at people in the same market. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Redfin, and I already know this is a loaded question. It's rhetorical. Redfin looks better, to say at least, right? So one, we have higher lows formed, right? Getting that ascending level. Go down to OBV. OBV is probably the most attractive thing here, right? You have a little bit of a downtrend, yes, but it's flagging somewhat. We have that somewhat of a flag formed in there, right? So I like that. We're also bottoming out. The housing market, what do we know about the housing market? It's killing still. We're going to summer. The hottest time to buy a house in the year is the summer if you're not familiar with, you know, the housing market, which I understand some people aren't. So I like where they're at. The problem here with Open Door and Redfin is they're sitting below massive resistances. So what I did this week is we had a trade. Was it Monday? I think it was Monday. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Monday. So Monday we got our Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday, I don't know what day it was. Anyways, we got into a trade. We rode it up to those $22 levels, and then we got out. We got out at that resistance, and we got pushed back down. Now we are getting somewhat of a flag, but we're getting higher lows. It's hard to say. I think it's a riskier play, but there's a lot of opportunity if you grab some later dated calls, because this could easily break that 22 range and go flying to 25 really quick. Also, we're learning Kathy Wood does own quite a bit. Poor kids have no chance. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds scary. Trading View. Yeah, this is Trading View. A lot of people, I don't know if people like it, don't like it. Let me know if you like it or not. I mean, I'm not going to ever use Webull for my charting, though. Never in my life will I ever use that. I don't like it. I like the indicators and stuff from Trading View, personally, a lot more. Are you playing any crypto stocks this week? Yeah, I have Mara. I've loaded up on some Mara calls. So, yes. Thoughts on ADA? I'm not a huge altcoin guy. Expect another round of unrest too as soon as the trial. What are you talking about? Cardano. ADA is Cardano. Yeah, are you talking about crypto? Yeah, it's Cardano. That's what I said. Is that not what I said? Did I say something else? I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I'm not gonna like. There's better opportunities. Nikola looks like it's gonna come up from a bottom. I think Nikola is just as terrible as a company as SOS. I can't believe that they're still publicly traded. Potentially bounce. It does look good. It does. Maybe like the $14 range. Hey, buddy, what options do you have right now, and what's the strike price? So I'll tell you what options I have. I'm not going to tell you when I got in and all that stuff. You can, if you're in the Discord, everyone has access to all my losing trades, all my losing ones. I have Mara. And then I have that's the only option I actually have. I know I have an Exxon. That's a little bit dated. That's a loser, though. Exxon's a loser. I'll tell you that right now. Exxon's getting crushed. I have a feeling it's going to pop, too, right when I sell it. It's going to be funny. But we got rejected multiple times at 57. So, and then I have, yeah, Mara, Exxon. And then for stock, the swing or quick trade I have is BCTX. And I loaded up there. I think I doubled down. Yeah, I did. So they're killing it. Over the weekend, they're at 540. We got in at like 4. When did we get in, guys? Where did we get in? It's a good question. I thought like 380. No, we got in at like 430 maybe. I'm trying to remember. I don't know where I got in. I forgot. Yeah, trading view is free. 100% free. That's why I like it. So what I do too, so like let's say I use it primarily just for charting because I love the UI, I love the setup. But let's say I'm actively trading, right? And so let's say I'm day trading Tesla. So what I'll do is I'll come to Yahoo Finance because Yahoo Finance is going to be pure up to date with the exchanges. This number will. There's no delay here. And so I'll have that there. And then if I'm charting something else, I'll have that number right here. So it'll show the price of the stock at my top. So just so you know. Is it a good time to jump into skills? I think the upside for skills, I went over this. I think skills, the upside's coming in August. That's when I think skills has its pop. Now, you're kind of bottom. You're trying to knife grab at this level. The markets are killing right now. So these are things you need to take into consideration, that the market is killing and skills is not killing right now. So, you know, you're taking a chance. You're taking a chance. Can you possibly explain what makes PaySafe hotter than its peers? I do have some of it and it keeps dropping. I still hold when it dips. Yeah, it's a long-term play for me. I mean, this is probably my longest term hold that I'm looking at in my bag. So what do you want me to explain? What do you want me to explain? What do you want me to go over here? I'll go over it. So what's your question though? Against its peers, do I think it's better than Square, PayPal? No, I've never said that. Potential upside, 100% has more upside than those right now. Personal opinion, but I don't know what you're explaining, but what you're asking specifically, or is there another peer you're comparing it to? A little bit more direct. Sundial came right back down to that support. Dude, what is going on? What makes it better than others? Upside. Okay, so the upside on PaySafe. Let's talk about it. I think that it's at a 313. I mean, you can go. I recommend watching the videos too. So like, if you watch the videos, you're gonna get a more in-depth viewpoint of why I believe. And I'm not gonna bring up articles on the live. So with PaySafe, if you look at their price right now, when their opening price of Square, look at the opening price of PayPal. I've went over that in the videos as well. They're at a dirt cheap evaluation right now. They're dirt cheap. I think price minimum from what I've seen so far on the conservative side is $25, which I don't think I would even sell it at that range. Because most of these are operating like 3x their book value. PayPal, Square, these other companies. If you look at who they're marketing to, if you look at where they're expanding their business and where they're focusing the marketing of their business, I love that aspect as well, the digital transactions, because ultimately we're coming to a digital dollar era. And when that happens, PaySafe is going to be, I think, ahead of the curve with who they're working with, the gambling industry, which is going to be legal here in the United States sooner than we know. Gaming industry, the fastest growing industry maybe in the world. You know, that's just who they're working with. That's the money that they're bringing in, who they're working with. And then they're working with crypto as well now. So I think they're just in a huge emerging market disruptor, huge emerging market. You're getting in very early. But I tell people, like, if it's a stock that I'm holding, like, you know what I mean? It's about, I'm holding the stock, you know what I mean? I'm not like concerned a month later, you know what I mean? I love PaySafe. And if it keeps coming down, God forbid, I'm going to buy more. Like long term, I believe this will make me quite a bit. Do you think fuel cell PCRFY going to go crazy this year? I think this Phil guy is a freaking bot. I don't know. It's hard to say with those clean energies. The fuel cell looks good though. They have good. What if AMC creates a gaming platform? You're stretching it, bud. I'm sorry. I don't think AMC's making a gaming platform. PLTR. I need to make a Palantir video. They look good. They look really good. You're mounting. You're looking good. There's just so many resistances ahead of you. That's the problem with Palantir, in my opinion. This is massive resistance. Dude, what is going on? Yeah, oh man. I mean, the real resistance, in my opinion, is that 27, 28 range up here. That's the range that I'd watch for. I think Palantir looks good, though. It's just, man, like, long-term, it's such a good company. OBV slowly just ticking back up. You saw that consolidation we have in this range, too. Bottomed out. I think it looks good. I think the earnings season for Palantir is going to be massive, though. XRP, this is the way. PCRF batteries for electric vehicles. The battery company, I mean, I don't know enough about PCRFY. Panas. Oh, then they're getting acquired. Or is that Toshiba? One of them. They're cheap. Panasonic's cheap. It's OTC though. I don't love it. I wouldn't touch it right now. They might be. Bill Gates. AMC is dead. I hate weekends. Brainiacs. I don't know what video I'm gonna make today. I was really sad though. I didn't realize the beginning of my video had lag in it. Ah, man. I think it was because I recorded it while I was editing another video. I didn't even realize. I was so pissed. And I uploaded and I saw, I was like, oh, you're kidding me. The frustrating part is because when I edited the video, there was no lag. Crazy. What about Zom? I hate Zom. I was calling Zom for the dump. The second, if you're in the channel, you know. When this happened right here, when they announced their product early, I said, this thing's going to the ground. This thing's going, it's a crap company. I told everyone there. DMX, dope DX. ASO, it was Academy Sports and Outdoors. It's a pretty big Texas thing. They look good. Wow, yeah. They had a lot of short interest too, I remember. I wouldn't touch though. SOS to 10, you're insane. AMC the dead until Mortal Kombat sales pump, then post dilution. Should I sell? What are you saying? Should you sell what? You gotta like finish your sentences because I'm not gonna be able to find what you're saying. Should you sell Zom? I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you. But I know everyone was saying Zom is such a great company. I was like, dude, what are y'all talking about? You know what I mean? Like the thesis behind Zom being a great company was bad. Like that's like me selling like. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm trying to make like I can't even think like. I don't know. It's crazy. Bad, yeah. Terrible thesis for why Zom was going to be such a great company. Stock markets will be dead in 2020. Crypto will boom. Missed your DD on Root last night. Where can I find it? I didn't. I should have recorded it. I'm pretty sad I didn't record it. Okay, so let's talk about Root. This is good. This is what we're going to talk about real quick. We're talking about the stock nobody is talking about, and I don't know why. I don't know why. So we're gonna look at one. We're gonna look at the short interest in that type of information really quick. Okay. 73% short interest from free float. Massive number. So this could 110,000% be false. It's estimated. Where do we go? Estimated. Let me hide this. So as you see, this estimation, it was pretty accurate going through the beginning into last year. You can see it can be off at 100%. So they projected it was going to be lower in February. Did not actually. So this estimated and exchange reported, it can be different. It does not have to be true. One reason why I believe it'll be closer towards the estimated, right, is because not so many people are talking about Root. Not too many people are talking about this stock at all. Like no one's talking about it. That's a really important thing to know. But something we can look at is the utilization. Utilization, buenos nachos, importantes. So as we look at the utilization, this thing is sitting above 85%, just chilling. It's been above 85% since the end of February, just chilling at 90, 100%, like it's just chilling up there. Basically, what that means is all these shares available to be borrowed equal to the utilization of the stock. Short layman's terms, what it means. That's really important. That's really important factor to know. And this number looks like it's going to increase and just start chilling at 100% utilization. And that's when things are going to get interesting. So where do I think Root moves? Okay. It's important to know too, when it can hit 100% utilization, it can just chill. It could even go down. In theory, it could go down at 100% utilization. It could. As of right now, I still haven't entered. People are like, Tyler, when are you entering? Yeah, I will tell anyone and everyone when I enter. I'm looking for that double bottom in the short term. I would love to see that. If you look at GameStop, though, what I want to look at is GameStop. People are like, why don't you look at AMC? Because I don't think AMC was a short squeeze. I don't think it was. GameStop, however, definitely you got your movement. You got what you wanted. Where's utilization? Utilization. Here we go. It chilled at 100% from September 9th all the way until January 25th. That is insane. But no one was, I mean, we had some people talking about it, but like they really didn't start talking about it till the end of December and the beginning of January. And then the people were like, what's going on? Then people started like shedding light on it. And then what you saw happen is the exchanges started reporting like short interest was going down, which was like kind of comical, right? And you saw that days to cover plummet, and then boom, the utilization just tanked from there because people started recalling their shares. So that's important to know, is that we did trend there for a long time. Now I think that's a little bit different. People weren't looking at short squeezes as much as they are now. All Root really, but Root's a different company. If you look at the company of Root, they're brand new. They're very new. They're a very new company, and they have good tech, and they have good products, and they're ramping up marketing, and their revenue is probably going to continue to increase. They did not have bad earnings. Their last earnings were not bad at all. They actually haven't had terrible earnings across the board. They've actually had fairly decent earnings. So I suspect they're going to have decent earnings in June. Again, I believe they're ramping up the price. And if you look at my last Root video, it's pretty in-depth. It's a longer video for my channel for sure. If you look at the last video, they're ramping up the marketing spend in all their season states. And you can learn what season states are in that video as well. So I believe they're going to have a lot of room to run. I'm being conservative with my entries. I'm probably not going to play options. I'll probably just grab stock. I love what Root's doing. I think there's a lot of upside. I like it. Melvin Capital down 7%. It's down like 49%. Root only has 25 mil. What do you mean? 25 mil shares or $25 million on hand? They have $1 billion on hand. They said in their earnings report. They stated it too, yeah. Do you suggest buying 30,000 index fund maybe? I cannot suggest you buy anything. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a broker at a cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin. I'm going to help you learn everything. That guy's definitely a scammer. Let me get that guy out of here. Wow, that's scary. I'm a broker at a cryptocurrency exchange. I'm a broker for cryptocurrency. Write me now. If someone ever tells you to text them, but they say write me, be careful. How many shares of Root does Root have? Ugh. The stock nobody's talking about is DM. What is DM? Dunder Mifflin? Desktop Metal? It's getting crushed. I'm not crazy. Is this a 3D printing company? I'm not crazy about them, to be honest. Market Beat has pretty good data on them too. I just don't know who you can really trust. That's like my thing. I'm a big pessimist. You know what I mean? I don't like trust anybody, to be honest. You know? Yeah, float size 25 mil. Current short volume. Is that like a joke or is that a joke? You know what I mean? Like, what? That is insane. Current estimate is 19.6. Is that insane? Is that like insane or what? Like, is that crazy? Man. Can you take a look at Ride? Guys, you shouldn't trade stocks just because of short interest. That's a bad reason. You know what I mean? Like my interest in Root isn't because of the short interest. I mean, that's a good point. Is the short interest is definitely going up. But yeah. That's not my reasoning though. Like Root has a fundamentally great company. You look at the competitors, you look at their pricing and their operating value above book value. It's good numbers. Look at the short month of every 2 weeks. It's just increasing, going through the roof. Where's our report date for the next? I mean, haven't got anything. This is BS. What was that website? This is Ortex. It's kind of expensive. It's you can pay monthly. It's $79 a month, or you can pay yearly 500, like $600 or something. I don't know. We need new penny plays. So with the penny plays this week, IPNFF went straight off the first day. Like the first day of the week, we went flying, right? High Tide. High Tide's, this is a dip buy for me. I'm thinking about adding more to the portfolio. I love them. Yeah, I love High Tide. Sundial took a really long time to hit that buy zone. I know some people made like 15, 20% just off the stock. I didn't play it. It just wasn't. There's so many other good plays. And I mentioned we could dip below and get that double bottom, which we did. We got the double bottom there. I think Sundial is set to have a good week, though. So keep your eye on that one. But penny stocks, man, I don't know. I gotta like look. I hate to just throw stuff out there. I think BCTX was the penny stock though. I mean, it's $4, but that was the best play you could have gotten right there. It's BCTX. Do you pay for Vortex? Yes. It's expensive. If you have any questions, anything, post them down below. I'll try to get to them. But yeah. I think this week is going to be a week of tech. I think it's a tech week, baby. BTC at 60 as you predicted. I think it's going to go higher. I think it's going to go higher. 60 was kind of the minimum, but like as you see now, we're flagging, holding above VWAP. I mean, it looks really good. It looks phenomenal. OBV, it looks, everything looks set. TVK. What is TVK? TVK. I don't like it. What is this? I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Sorry. Someone said HCMC. So if you watch the video, I did post a video on this one. This was my zone that I would be willing to get into. It didn't even get into it all the way. I don't know where I put it on. Maybe I put a little bit high, like 11, 12. This doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. I have to check the video. OB looks like he's about to get a dump though. It looks like he's about to drop more. This is one of those pennies you're just like crossing your fingers and hoping on though. What do you think about XL? Nah. Mara should follow through. I think it will. With the hey, fingers crossed, hope so. Do you think Tesla dipping in the short term for a better buying opportunity? I don't know. I don't know. If you watch my latest video on EV though, I don't think I titled it that well. I go over Tesla, CCIV, and what's it called? This one right here. Tesla, NIO, CCIV. Oh, Trey posted a video. So everyone knows. 6 minutes ago. They're doing a documentary. That's funny. Do you ever look at ACR? No, I never. Nope. Done rode that junker. So yeah, tech for me this week. I think DocuSign. I'll have some DocuSign calls as well. I forgot about them. I see massive upside for DocuSign. Huge upside. They haven't even started. DocuSign's dirt cheap right now. Dirt cheap. I already looked at TVK. I didn't like them. Are you against CTRM or are you not seeing any comments in the section chat? I didn't see your comment. I like them. I bought a few. I bought like $400 of them. More of them, right? So they're having an offering at 65 cents. So I bought some at like 55, 56, and I bought a little bit more down here. I'm not looking to add too much more, but I think, that's just dirt cheap. James Bright, stop it. Bad. How much projection will the NFTs have in the future, and how much projection will TV? I don't know what TV. I don't like TVK. I said it doesn't look good. Please stop asking the same thing, please. You're muted. So NFTs, Funko. Funko is the safest play there is. Penny stock play, IP NFF. I don't think IP NFF has really had that run yet. We had a spike, but I don't think it's done. All right, you're muted, buddy. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. All I know is we're bumping DMX all month, baby. I use DocuSign for all my contracts to get company. CLSK, CloudSpark. I think is it CleanSpark or CloudSpark? CleanSpark, yeah. I don't know why I say CloudSpark. They look good. I think STPK is their competitor. I think STPK is a better company. They'll succeed they'll do better long term, my opinion. Personal opinion. But they're both doing well, so yeah. We're doing about XL. I went over that. Him X. Is this HIMS? No, this is not. Is this? No, semiconductor. They look good. They look good. They're bottoming out. They can get back above. I think they'll pop. But it's just, I wouldn't buy here. I wouldn't buy here. HIMS is going down. Snowflake. I like Snowflake. I'm a Snowflake fan. You guys know this is my favorite. Probably one of my favorite tech stocks to trade. Now, the chart. I didn't buy any, and I went with DocuSign because of this chart, because I hated this chart. I think they could drop down to 220. If they drop down to 220, I will be a buyer. Now, there's also a possibility you double bottom at 216, give or take. That's a little bit scary, but I think 220 is a solid entry zone for me, personally. But I do like Snow. You know I like Snowflake. Oh, he didn't know this was live? That's funny. I'm honored, though. You listen to me on work. God bless. So, what about Snowflake? Going over that one. Yeah, DocuSign looks really good. The tech hasn't... I don't think tech has really seen the pump yet. I really don't. I think I can say that. Has Snowflake had a share offering yet? No. I don't think so, no. Not that I've heard of. What's a realistic price target for coin? And I have no idea. I'm not buying Coinbase on the. I don't play IPOs. It's a dangerous game. If you want to get like a logical reason why, I'm always tell people. I think Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger do a good thing on it. Now it's hard to say, but they go statistical on you. Yeah, this is what you should do. You should take a look at this right here. Just type in Warren Buffett IPOs, Motley Fool. Because Buffett does a really long answer to this. And I wouldn't be a fan of it if it wasn't for the numbers. I'm a big numbers guy. Numbers don't lie to you. People do. Okay? Sorry. What tool you use for options flow? Cheddar flow. What tool do you use for all? Yeah, I already answered that. Waiting on ALP to hit Nasdaq. How do you feel about that? I got it at 4 right before it went back down. It could get to Nasdaq and do nothing. So just keep that on your radar. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. I think it's getting above resistance. Has room to go up to like 390. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna reach these highs. It's like how much room do you think it has? Probably like 434 is where I see it going. Biden pushing for more money to help someone. Yeah, he is. He's gonna be a big person there. Gopro. Everyone loves GoPro. I don't know how this company keeps going up. Probably top off at 1378. I don't know. I've never liked buying IPOs. It's too much of a hype train. Yeah, it's scary. Scary stuff. Yo, what's up, Tyler? How when did you start learning TA? I must say you're doing a great job. Keep it up. It's been about, I want to say 5 years. We'll say 4.5. I don't count the first 6 months. Honestly. I don't count the first 6 months. I don't think you can count the first 6 months of anything you do because you're not really like doing it. You're just like diving into it, like lost in the sauce. I don't know. Why do I say that? Because this is what I think. I think it will. Maybe it breaks through. I mean, OBV looks good. Volume on it looks pretty solid. Maybe it breaks above. I just don't have high hopes. Any thoughts on MP? Love it. Wait, not a semiconductor company. They're not a semiconductor company. They're a materials company. But they're great. I got to make a video on these. So I'm gonna make a video on Sunday going over my top stocks, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna call it. I don't know. But anyways, I was gonna make it. I was actually videoing it yesterday, and I was like, I'm not gonna release it on a Friday. I'm gonna release it on a Sunday. So I'll video it today, and I'll release it tomorrow. MX, beautiful, beautiful. Lori D. MX, beautiful. Probably the best semiconductor play there is. Maybe you come down to 25.46. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. You do have a giant gap. That's a little bit scary. But I think MX has room to go. Solid. They're solid. But then again, like, don't get greedy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you bought it like $20, yeah, 25. Like, I mean, don't get greedy. I've never like wait 4 or 5 months. What's Roblox at? That's a good question. Actually, I haven't looked at them. They came all in on 61. I probably should have bought there. Wow, I can't believe I didn't buy. I just didn't have them on my radar. Wasn't looking. That's frustrating. Got that from you, Papi. Yeah, MX is a good. It's probably one of the best semiconductors there is. That's funny. What about NIO? My biggest account. I love NIO. I don't know when you started getting in. I've been just adding for a long time. I think NIO's huge. Now, my perspective on NIO is a lot different than other people's perspective because of where I see them growing and how I see them growing. I'd have to rearrange my price targets before summer and during summer. Do I think we hit $70? It could happen. The semiconductor shortage is something you couldn't have anticipated when it comes to the industry. You know, you couldn't have anticipated it. Is it going to have that massive of an effect? I don't think so. But I think NIO is I think it's a great play. They haven't even started expanding into EU. That's a huge market that no one's really talking about. They haven't made that next step yet. And once that happens, I think it's going to succeed. And the big question is, will they succeed over Tesla in the EU? And I think personally, the battery swapping business model works better in the EU because I would say if we have to, so a good comparison is like looking at China, like looking at the Chinese market. And I'm saying, well, NIO is a Chinese brand. Maybe people are going to drive what they want to drive. So looking at NIO in China, the battery swapping model works because you're just the lifestyle in China compared to the United States. I would think the battery swapping might even work better than the United States, but I think as people first to market typically wins. So if NIO can get to Europe really quick and start expanding there quick, I think they'll succeed. I think they have massive room for growth long term, huge amounts of room for growth. And I think that the lifestyle in Europe mimics more of the I don't want to say the Asian lives. I don't want to say that. I just think the business model works there. I've gone more in depth about it before. I just want to choose my words wisely. I think NIO's good. I like him. Absolute favorite charts. Okay, well, I'm gonna make a video on this, but I love DocuSign. I think it looks great. I think Snap still looks really good to run to 66. PayPal, I called in the beginning of the week. I didn't get in. I was waiting for a little bit of a dip. We just didn't get the retest, and it's going to 270. It's really frustrating. Peloton's one of my favorites. Got rejected. Might get a break back up. I don't know. Overstock was so cheap. We missed that one. I think Snow's really cheap, but you want to see that dip first. I'll tell you what stock I don't like, and I know some people are buying them. I don't like PIN. I don't like DraftKings. I'm not a huge fan right now. We could get back above. They're pretty cheap right now, but they had massive runs, guys. So you got to be careful with these guys. I don't know if they keep ripping. I really don't know. I really don't know. BCTX is killing. BCTX is ripping, if you don't know. I try to tell everyone as steadily as possible. They're doing well. They're doing really well. What about GNOG? I'm not a huge fan of GNOG. I know they got a price raise. How are their earnings? Not great. Again, no gambling went down. Not a huge fan, personally. Personal opinion. Not financial advice, Avi, but love your knowledge and options. Short-term options phase. DraftKings, I like. Like DraftKings, I like. No, I don't like DraftKings. Sorry, DocuSign, Mara, but Mara's gonna pop out on Monday, I think. So it's kind of late to the party. If it doesn't pop, it's just gonna drop. So it's either way. So we need Bitcoin to keep the run going. Mara, DocuSign for right now. Going into next week, I'm gonna have to see just how stuff starts to open. But I think tech is gonna be a great industry right now to be in. Adobe also just shredding. I mean, so much stuff is just killing right now. It's pretty wild. I think Baba is really cheap. I think Baba, month out May, what is it, 14th, 21st? One of those. Those are really solid. I'd be willing to grab 240s. 240 for May 21st, really juicy, my opinion. Obviously not financial advice, but I really like this. What stocks do you buy on Monday morning? I can't take full credit for BCTX. A friend brought it to my attention. I was like, oh, this is good. And then, I didn't make the decision to buy it. I don't know. Do you like NIO at this price point, or is there still room for retracement? think there's always room for retracement on anything you don't really know, especially with the semiconductor stuff. But I don't mind buying at this range. I mean, I've been buying in higher ranges, so I don't mind. What is your opinion on PaySafe? How much will it grow over time? I love PaySafe long term. It's my favorite stock long term. Bitcoin is not consolidating. False. Bad. False. I don't think you can judge consolidation in this short amount of time. This was consolidation. That was consolidation. Right there. See what I'm looking at right here? This right here was beautiful. This is what you wanted. Right? We flagged, come down, got back above. Now we're ripping back up. That's what you wanted. That was consolidation. This is consolidation. This is not consolidation. This is okay. You see the difference? There's a difference. That's what I'm trying to let people understand, like with AMC and stuff. God, I want to delete all this, but like I don't want to like. I'll delete it real quick. I think I can bring it all back here in a sec. Like this is like looking at AMC, like people are like so stressed and like, Tyler, why do you want us to like sit sideways? Why is that good? Like you should see like read some of the like comments on the videos of just how stupid people are. Like honestly, like it should worry you. Like people are going to lose tons of money because people aren't going to sell. If let's say AMC gets another pushback to $15, people aren't going to sell. They're going to be like, oh, we're going to 30, we're going to $500. Just stupid. So this consolidation we saw in this range for that amount, I mean, honestly, if you really look at it, it's about the same price point that we're sitting at with this right here, except we're sitting here a little bit longer. You know, we're sitting in this range of, we're just sitting there, just chilling. It looks great. I mean, honestly, this is what you want. You want to see us hold this local bottom. It gets sketchy every time we come down there. I agree, but you hold that level, I think you're fine. Like, just take a chill pill. I think it looks good. GameStop getting scary, getting real scary. But like the short squeeze, I don't know. Like ultimately, if you look at AMC, what you're looking for, this is my opinion. This is the only, you know, a new hope. This is a last hope. The last hope for AMC is you move sideways all throughout April. Okay, I'm talking all month, going into the 25th, 26th, and the end of the month, late 20s. Grab some options, whatever you're willing to lose. It's a gamble. It's not an investment. It's just so people saying I'm invested in the company. You're not. If you're investing in AMC as a long term, no one's long term on AMC in my opinion. You're waiting for a quick pump. You're gambling. That's what it is. Ultimately, that's what you are. If you want to lie to yourself, whatever you want to do, it's okay. You're not gonna fool me. But when it comes down to it, you're gambling. So if I'm gonna gamble, I'd rather put $400 and be willing to make, you know, $4,000 rather than putting $4,000 willing to lose, you know, like let's say if it dumps, you know, all the way down, you lose. I don't know. Who knows what happens, right? It gets locked up. You can't do stuff on it. Who knows? I don't want to be able to lose that much money on it. So I'd rather put the lower amount with, you know, high risk options. I'm totally fine with that. I'm willing to like, you know, 10x rather than maybe 2x my money on shares, which just doesn't make sense logically for me. Because I don't think AMC's ripping to $400. But let's say it does. If I have a $400 call option on it, that money is gonna be like, you know, 50x quick, and I'll probably make more money than your investment that you threw on it. I'm just saying, like logically speaking, on what we're looking at. So I think that's dumb. What's up with NMGRD now? They did a reverse split, and they're doing that so they can get listed on the Nasdaq. You have a higher possibility of being listed the higher your stock price is. So I hope that makes sense. It's good. It's good news. It was good. Root is Tyler's baby. So I hope that makes sense. So if you're looking at best case scenario for AMC, if you watch the Belfort video, you're going to hate me. But that's my whole opinion. Everything Jordan said, I was like, the only thing I did not say was, and it makes sense what he said, is that they're going to keep trying to issue dilution. It makes sense for the company. What people don't understand is they're like, Adam Aaron cares about the investors. Like, he does, but he also has a job and he has a legal obligation to do what's best for the long-term investors based on financial principles and the law. And long-term, the short squeeze and letting the company go under potentially for a short squeeze is not what's best for the company. If you look at the legal statements, if you sat in front of a court, it's not what's best. So issuing, like what Jordan said, was smart. It made sense. Issuing dilution is the most beneficial thing for the longevity of the company. It makes sense. It's overvalued. It is. I think Trey agreed it's overvalued, which I was pleasantly surprised to hear both of them say that. So everything he said was true. Redfin looks good. I think Redfin looks good. It says open. Just be careful. So, anyways, it's my opinion when it comes to those two. Do what you want. Taco. Del Taco. I've actually never eaten at Del Taco. Is it good? I wonder. Would you be able to look at XL? I don't. I know I don't like it. I know for a fact I don't like it. Yeah, I hate it. Sitting underneath. I hate it. I'm sorry. Maybe you can make money off of it. I hate it though. It's scary. I would see a run come up to $10 though. Would you get out before AMC? Okay, so if you follow me from people, people got really mad. They called me paper hands for a long time. Well, most people don't understand what options are, right? So we'll use a different stock, for example. So let's say Adobe is AMC. Let's say Adobe's AMC, and let's say that's 14.5. Okay. And this is May 13th. Let's say that's the date of the shares, right? When the vote for dilution happens. So let's say we push up to here and we have like multiple days before the shares. Would I sell? Depending on how much I'm up, I would probably sell my options. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not here for an unrealistic perspective. If we hit and I 5x whatever I have on crazy options because of extreme volatility, because you have to realize with options, the extreme volatility is temporary increase to your price. You have to understand that. There's a few things that increase the price and the value of your premiums on those options, but volatility is a big factor, especially if they're shorter term. So when you're crunching those time, there's a lot of things at play. And so most people are just like, Tyler has paper hands and I like stocks. That's like how most people think. And I'm just like, man, it really shows you how much money people are going to lose. Like, people are going to lose money. I've had people come in the channel like, Tyler, I don't understand why I lost money. They closed my, Robin closed my options at noon on expiration. I was like, well, they've done that before to me. Like when I first started, I was like, I'm not using on Robinhood no more. But then again, I learned, I was like, why would you ever hold an option to expiration? You're just asking to lose money. You're asking to make the least amount of money you can make on an option. You know what I mean? So how far it totally depends. But yeah. Trey said AMC stock shouldn't be less than the price of a movie ticket. That's not okay. I didn't hear him say that, but I think that's an incorrect statement. That's an incorrect statement. I don't think that's a logical statement. I don't know if he said that. So, but if he did say that, then I would say, Trey, I disagree. I think the stock price is totally different than the company. You know what I mean? That's probably Bezos' greatest statement he's ever said in his life. Greatest statement he's ever said. Hands down, greatest statement. One of the greatest investing statements I've ever heard. The stock is not the company. He said that about a month ago. Well, he didn't say that two weeks ago to Belfort. I'm just saying. Belfort, he said it's an overpriced evaluation, and it's true. It's true. If you don't think that AMC is overpriced on its book value, then like you're lying to yourself. I mean, I'm just saying. But yeah. Six Flags $75 stock. Yeah, Six Flags, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just you can't use bias. You know what I mean? You can't use bias or ECDP. I don't know anything about the company, so I can't comment on them. You know what I mean? I can't comment on them. Sorry. If I don't know anything about the company, I can't comment. I'm sorry. What up, fellas? Plum. What about just shares on AMC? I don't see it personally. I don't see the reason. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. If you really believe long term in AMC that it's gonna increase in value, I would recommend that you do your DD on it. I'm not against anyone holding shares or anything like that. People are like, I'm a shield, I'm getting paid. I wish if I was getting paid to hate on AMC, that'd be the craziest thing. I wonder how much they would even pay me. That'd be so like, that'd be insane. That'd be like the craziest thing in the world. I'd be snatching that money up, and I'd be a lot more bearish on the stock. There's a lot of companies that are overvalued, but you have to look at the reasoning behind why they're overvalued, though. You have to look at, like, you have to apply reason to everything you're doing, especially when it comes to stock. If you're not applying reason, like, what are we talking about, you know? But yeah, so just shares, it's hard to say. Like, if you have shares in AMC, though, I mean, I don't really see why you're panicking. I mean, the time to panic would be like, you know, if the dilution stuff goes through, then you'd probably be like, oh, what do I do? What do I do with my hands, you know? Will JD take off with the news of Baba? What was the news? I don't even see the news on Baba. What was the news? If you say Charlie Munger buying it, then I'm not going to like you. Oh. Wow, I didn't see that. That is so much. Wow. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. It's gonna be a good buying opportunity on Baba, 100%. Wow. Wow. I don't know if JD increases because of that. I know Kathy Wood has it in ARCX. She has JD. These Chinese companies are pretty devalued. It might drop because of that. They're not really my dividend stocks aren't really my thing now. But I always people request a video enough, I will make I mean, I'll make a video if people request it enough. That's my opinion. Look at Gap, dude. Holy crap, that's insane. Gap is insane. Madness. Not a lot of money to Baba. They have like 5. Yeah, I know. It's not a lot of money. What's your favorite potential option stocks for next week? I already went over it. I like DocuSign the most right now. Well, I already have Mara. So DocuSign. But yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. That was pretty good, pretty decent long stream. Zom is a terrible company. There's no growth plan there. It's terrible. Pin, I hate him. Plum, I hate him. I think I have a video coming out on Sunday. On Sundays, I'm gonna have a video every Sunday released on going into the next week, just going over a giant list of stocks, right? Buy, sell, opinion, hold, wait, whatever. That's kind of like a new plan for me. I'm kind of redirecting the shape of videos. I don't want to make a video every single day based on one stock. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to make a video every day just on NIO or just on, you know, PLTR or anything like that. You know, I have more context behind it. So that's hopefully will happen. But on Sundays are gonna be my long video going over a lot of stocks. But I don't like PIN. I don't like them. Then they can go down. But you know, Nasdaq's killing, so there's hope. SOS, I don't know where it's heading. Reddit will decide, but I think it's a trash company. All right, guys, I'm off. Have a good one. Patreon link down below. I love you all. Namaste.